Okay, next chapter, probability. What are the synonyms of probability? Likelihood, chance. An important one. हो गया chance ना? Odds, correct? Yes? Okay, so what all we understand over here? First one, random experiment is also known as trial. Why do we use the word random over there? Why do we use the word random over there? The result is at random. Whatever is the outcome, it is completely at random. There is no fixed pattern to the result. So there is an experiment, there is a trial, whatever it is, and the trial will give you certain output or result or outcome, or we also call it as event. Event synonyms are what? Result, outcome. Yes or no? So this outcome or result are completely at chance or random. That's why it is known as random experiment. For example, tossing of a coin. What will appear we do not know. Throwing of a die. It is completely at random. Drawing of any card from a deck of cards. It is completely at random. So they are known as random experiment, also known as trial. Yes? Okay. So events, have you understood? Means what? The result or outcome or event. Done. Then we understand about sample space. How do you denote it? S or U. Correct? It is what? It is a set or collection of all possible outcomes. Very good. Okay, it is what? All. Don't forget. Correct? So in the formula of probability, we are going to use this number in numerator or denominator? Than in denominator, because that is a collection of all. How many? What is the number of outcomes possible total? That is your denominator. And numerator is what? The number of, you can say, events satisfying the condition asked in the question. Yes? Okay. Events are of how many types? Before that, these are known as what? Sample points. And they are known as what? Sample points. Types of events on the basis of happening or not happening. Tell me. Something which will never happen is impossible event. Which will for sure happen is certain, also known as sure event. And anything between them is uncertain. Just like an examination. Impossible, 0%. Sure or certain, 100%. So whatever is between 0 and 100, that is your uncertain events. Less than 100 and more than 0. Correct? Then probability as a percentage is between 0 to 1, and as a regular figure it is between 0 to 1. No, as a percentage between 0 to 100, and regularly we express it between 0 to 1. So P of A is less than equal to 1 and more than equal to 0. Both inclusive. Very good. Correct? Both inclusive. Probability of event A in this example. Find your. Then on the basis of sub events, simple or elementary events, and then you have composite or compound events. Okay, the meaning of the word composite itself is mixture, isn't it? Composite. So simple means in a sample point there is only one event. In a sample point there is only one event. That is your simple. For example, heads comma tails, tossing of a coin, one single coin. Yes. But if you're tossing two coins, HH, HT, TH, TT, there are, in a sample point there are two events or more than one event. So there are sub events, you can say. They are what? Composite or compound events. Correct, Leo? Next one, which one we saw? Directly exhaustive? Exhaustive events. When do we say events are exhaustive? When the events utilize the entire probability 1 unity, the events are exhaustive. That means you can say the total of probability between the events is 1. How do we take total? By addition. And addition means union. Yes or no? Very important. This sign is what? Union. We can also read it as or and. Or. This is or. And or means addition. Very important. The opposite one is intersection. We read it as or and. This is by default and. And means the most important rule for this chapter when it will come about sets. Okay? Okay till here everyone. We are going to use sets for probability. That becomes a little bit easier in fact, because you can create or understand your own formula. Understood till here? Okay. So when do we add the events? What are we using? Tell me. Union or not? So therefore, if at all, there has to be at least how many events? 2 events to call them as exhaustive. So probability of A union B has to be equal to 1. Only then A and B are exhaustive events. Yes or no? Another thing. If there are 3 events, if A union B union C comes to 1, in that case what will happen? A, B, C are exhaustive events. So there has to be at least 2 events. The union should result into 1. Yes or no? How do we calculate or how do we understand union? Is there a formula? There is an addition theorem. Everyone. P of A union B. For any 2 events, details are not given to you. Formula. P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Yes or no? This is A, this is B. Union, first of all, let us shade the union. A union B is what? Entire area? Correct or wrong? What is outside A and B? A dash as well as B dash. Very good. Whatever is outside A is A dash. Whatever is outside B is also B dash. But whatever is outside both of them is A dash intersection B dash. Total probability is always 1. Yes or no? So my formula is what? P of A plus P of B. You added or no both of them? What happened? Intersection got added twice. So remove it once by minus P of A intersection B. Yes or no? Similarly, possible? Obviously possible. Correct? एक ही बात हो गई. P of A union B. Can we shade the area? Yes or no? What is outside A? A dash. What is outside B? So is that outside circle within the Venn diagram? Outside circle within the Venn diagram. It is A dash and B dash. And means? Very good. And union means now. Which one will highlight? This one? Everyone. What will be the formula then? Since there is no intersection or intersection is 0. If you do not know the events are exclusive or not, in that case the regular formula is what? P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. But if the intersection is 0, that is just P of A plus P of B. The same thing can happen for how many events? 3 events also. Everyone okay? A, B, C. So A union B union C. Can you give me the shaded area? Entire A, entire B, entire C. Now what is outside A, B, C? A dash and B dash and C dash. Total probability is always 1. Formula will be just add P of A plus P of B plus P of C. Yes or no? But what if? Now assume. No, okay, we'll draw one more. A, B, and C. Correct? Again, we want what? P of A union B union C. What area will shade? Whatever is A, B, C. Yes or no? Formula A plus P of B plus P of C minus P of A intersection B minus B of B intersection C minus P of C intersection A plus P of A intersection B intersection C. Yes. Because when we removed the intersections of AB, BC and CA, what happened? A dash intersection B dash intersection C dash got completely removed. So we have to bring it back. Understood or no? Yes, everyone. And again, outside ABC is what? A dash intersection B dash intersection C dash. Yes? Fine. Looking at the diagram, can you tell me they are exhaustive or not? Looking at the diagram, they are exhaustive or not? Yes or no? No, we cannot tell just looking at the diagram. We have to know the values or numbers of probability. Yes or no? One thing we can for sure tell here. Intersection is not equal to 0 between all three of them also. Yes or no? Very good. So when do we say the events are exhaustive? Only if the union turns out to be 1 using all these formulas. Clear till here? Good. Then if there are two events A comma B and then they say probability of at least 1 means what? What will happen? What all can happen? A can happen or B can happen or there is no C or both can happen. Yes or no? This was the same concept of A and B, and intersection will also come into picture. Yes or no? This also total probability always is 1 minus none of them will happen. Yes or no? Don't remember? None of them will happen. No? A dash intersection B dash. No, 1 minus A dash intersection B dash. At least 1. That's why you say P of, pay attention, A union B equals to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B is also equal to 1 minus P of A dash intersection B dash. Very important. De Morgan's rule. Yes or no? Just now here also you can say no. Check. Total probability always is how much? 1. You want area of the blue shaded part. Yes? What can be my formula? 1 minus P of A dash intersection B dash intersection C dash. Yes or no? 1 minus the unshaded, you will get the shaded part. Similarly here, I can do the same thing. 1 minus A dash intersection B dash intersection C dash. And over here also check. The shaded area is just what? P of A union B equals to 1 minus what? P of A dash intersection B dash. Yes, everyone? Again, like I said, there are three things. Total probability 1, A dash intersection B dash, and A and B, A union B. Out of these three, if 2 are there, you can find the third one. Are you following or no? Okay. If P of A, what is the meaning of P of A? Probability that event A will happen. And A dash means what? Or A complement, A hat also. A will not happen. Therefore, P of A plus P of A dash always has to be equal to 1. This is, let us say A. This is 0.6. Therefore, obviously P of A dash is how much? 0.4, because total probability is always 1. Simple or no? Okay. A, B. What is the shaded area? A intersection B. Is it right now equal to 0? Not equal to 0. Which kind of events are these? Can we say inclusive? They are not mutually exclusive at least. Yes or no? Again, outside is always what? A dash and B dash. Okay till here? Assume it is correct diagram. A, B. What is outside A and B? A dash intersection B dash. Total property always equal to 1. Therefore, there is no shaded area, but P of A intersection B is how much? Obviously, it equals to 0. If this is 0.6, this is 0.4. Pay attention now. 0.6 and 0.4. How much is the union? What will be my formula? P of A plus P of B. That's it. This will come to 1. Therefore, A and B are exhaustive events. Yes or no? Similarly here, 0.8, 0.4, 0.2. Can you see? So P of A, tell me union again. 0.8, A union B formula, P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Remember or no? Everyone. 0.8 plus 0.4 minus 0.2 equals to 1. Therefore, A and B are exhaustive events. Mutually exhaustive events. Yes or no? Okay. Can you give me this? They have given you A dash intersection B dash is 0.6. Therefore, union will be how much? 1 minus 0.6 is 0.4. So, are the events A and B mutually exhaustive? No. A union B right now is not equal to 1. No. Are you following or no? Simple, no? I gave you A dash intersection B dash. That means what this figure? Outside A and B. That is 0.6. So 1 minus 0.6 inside is what? Union A union B. That turns out to be how much? 0.4. Which is not equal to 1. Therefore A and B are not exhaustive events. Are they exclusive events? Also, no. A intersection B is not equal to 0. So they are also not mutually exclusive. They are mutually inclusive events. Yes or no, everyone? Correct? Okay. If there are 3 events A, B, C, and then they say probability of again at least 1. Tell me what all can happen. A can happen, or B, or C, or AB, or BC, or CA, or A, B, C. It is deemed, when I say AB, it means A and B. BC means B and C. And ABC means A and B and C. Why? Because wherever you use and, we have to do intersection. And very important, this is nothing but P of A union B union C, which is also equal to, tell me, 1 minus none of them will happen. Yes or no? 1 minus none of ABC will happen. Means what? Not A, not B, not C. That means 1 minus A dash intersection B dash intersection C dash. Your Venn diagram and these concepts are exactly same. Just try to convert it into theory, you will understand. And always, usually union cases, try to solve them in 1 minus scenario. 1 minus what you don't want. I always told you, whatever is asked in the question, if it is union, that minus, that equals to what? 1 minus what you don't want. Understood or no? Fine. Another type of events? Mutually exclusive, just now we saw. What is the other name? Incompatible events. That means what? Very important. Both will never happen simultaneously. Yes or no? That means at the same time they will not happen. Therefore, what happens? P of A intersection B equals to 0. Yes or no? Can events be exhaustive and exclusive at the same time? Yes. Events can be exclusive and exhaustive at the same time. I am giving very small example, 0.6 and 0.4. A intersection B is 0, but union is what? 1. So they are right now exhaustive events, but as well as exclusive events. Yes or no? Then 0.8, 0.4, 0.2, are they exclusive? Exclusive. No, union is 1. They are exhaustive. Yes or no? Exclusive or not right now. Okay, Delia? Then something like this, 0.7, 0.2. Tell me. Exhaustive? No. Obviously not. Union is not coming to 1. Exclusive? Yes. Okay, Delia? So all these combinations you can have. Neither exhaustive and neither exclusive also possible. Let's do one more. Na? 0.7, 0. Whatever 2, and this is 0.1. Exhaustive, no. As well as exclusive also, no. Correct, everyone? Good. Then, interesting one, always. A, B. What is outside A and B? A dash intersection B dash. How do we denote the shaded area? P of A minus B. No, not formula. Also, how do we denote this area? What do you want? You want A and not B. Not B means B dash. And then I asked you formula, no? I think in the last case also we should do that way. Then what did we say? Take union. Take union with you. Can you imagine? Can you understand the union? And from the union means watch this entire area, na? From the union, what do you do? Minus P of B. You will get the shaded area. Or one more. Don't take union. Take only entire A. A dash, sorry, not A dash, P of A intersection B. Remember or no? Copy this quickly if you don't have. Right? So either union minus B or A minus intersection. You will get the only A part. Similarly, exactly thing at the opposite side of B also. Okay? You want that also? Wow, copied. Done? I'll write on here only. Tell me, it is what? P of B minus A. You want what? B but not A. So it is B intersection A dash or A dash intersection B. Same thing. Or take union. P of A union B minus what now? P of A. Very good. Otherwise just take B and reduce the intersection between them. Yes or no? Everyone got it? Okay, we'll go ahead. बीजू बाद में ये फोटो में समझेगा इधर भेज तो बाद में हो गया आगे बढ़ो so mutually exclusive is done also known as incompatible intersection is 0 correct then next one we have independent events when do we say events are independent A and B are independent when happening of A is not dependent on B and for happening of B it is not dependent on A they are independent of each other so tell me if A and B are given to you they are independent events yes or no tell me tossing of a coin heads and tails they are independent or not मारू क्या दो कान से मारूंगा they are dependent heads and tails are dependent we have discussed that for head to come tail should not come for tail to come head should not come so head is dependent on tail tail is dependent on heads they are dependent yes or no two completely unrelated events have nothing to do with each other then the events are independent your passing of an exam and rainfall they are two separate events not dependent at all on each other they are separate independent understood here yes okay so if two events A and B are independent what happens what formula can we have P of A into P of B your multiplication theorem you can say this is when possible only when A and B are independent and when A and B are independent what happens A and B dash also A dash and B as well as A dash and B dash are also independent and when I say they are independent that means they can also be multiplied with each other that means A intersection B dash can you see A intersection B dash you can find out this value by multiplying A dash intersection B you can find this value by multiplying A dash with B and you can find out A dash intersection B dash by multiplying A dash into B dash because if they are independent you can multiply understood everyone good आगे बढ़ो equally likely okay types of events still remaining equally likely that means your sample set whatever events it has the probability of every event is equal let us say rolling of a die what are the events 1 2 3 4 5 6 probability of 1 is 1 by 6 1 by 6 1 by 6 there are 6 events total yes or no so probability is what equal yes is this event exhaustive events are these events exhaustive because if you when you will add them up they are mutually exclusive or not if you try to imagine draw a diagram of die 1 is separate 2 is separate 3 is separate 4 5 and 6 they are mutually exclusive add them up you will get your union it comes to 1 6 by 6 events are exhaustive as well as mutually exclusive as well as equally likely yes or no but here they are dependent or not they are dependent for one number to come the other number should not come so they are dependent on each other remember or no what else that is it then we come to your formula regular formula everyone m upon n what is n sample space number total number of possible outcomes and this is your number of events satisfying the condition for event A or whatever is asked in the question. Everyone understood here? Very good. Okay. Then can you quickly check cards? Do you have to check quickly cards? Cards you understand? How many types? Assume. Understand. They are very, very good diagrams. Yes? Hutch. Diamond. Spade. Club. That club is a whatever, no? Assume. Important. At times ace, sometimes some of you do not know ace means 1. So there is ace of heart, ace of diamond, ace of spade and ace of club. Total aces are 4. Then 2, 3, 4 you go, keep on going numerical wise till 10. Then we have Jack Sparrow and Queen Elizabeth and King whoever. Correct? Doesn't matter. King Kong. Babkar? Okay. These are face cards. Correct or wrong? So total 10 plus 3, total there are 13 diamond, 13 heart, 13 diamond, 13 spade and 13 club, total 52. So of every number there are 4 cards and for a type there are 13 cards. So total red cards are 26 out of 52 and total black cards are 26 out of 52. And many random questions can be asked. What is the probability of selecting a red card? 0.5, half, 26 by 52. Probability of selecting black card, again half, 26 by 52. Probability of selecting 3, 4 by 52. Possible are how many? Numerical 3 are how many cards? 4 cards out of 52. Possibility of selecting a face card, 12 by 52. Face cards of 3 types into 4, total 12 by 52. Black face card, 6 by 52. Spade club 2, 2, 2. 6 by 52. Remember or no? Red king, 2 by 52. Clear till here? Good. Everyone okay till here? Then sum of dice. Shh. At most 9. Probability of getting sum of die at most 9. Don't be stupid to keep on counting from 2 to 9. Sum of die. What can we do? This you have to understand. Probability is very simple. 1 minus what you don't want. Are you following or no? Probability of finding something what you want equals to 1 minus what you don't want. So P of, you want sum maximum how much? 9. So what you don't want? Sum at least what? 10. Sum is at least 10. I am talking of die. Minimum sum is 2. Maximum sum is 12. So here you will find out those many probability or events where the sum is 10 or 11 or 12. Find the probability or find total number of events and 1 minus that you will get the answer for at most 9. Very important. Understood? So probability of finding something can also be what? 1 minus what you don't want. Keep that in mind. Clear? Okay. What else? Next one. Conditional probability. It is half story actually of a trial, of an entire trial. They stop the trial in somewhere in center. They give you the result and now they are expecting to know what will be the possible outcome. Yes or no? When I say P of A given B, that means who has already happened. Very good. B has already happened. What are they asking? Chances of A are what? What is the formula? Again, second one is coming down. What is provided? Important. What is required? B should not be an impossible event. The probability should be more than 0. Yes or no? Similarly, P of B given A means who has already happened. A has already happened. B is how much? Formula is still the same. P of B intersection A or A intersection B is the same thing. But upon P of A, where P of A should not be an impossible event, it should be more than 0. Yes or no? So similarly, I made some questions up, if you remember. P of A dash given B. What formula can you make? P of A dash intersection B upon P of B. Yes or no? P of, very interesting, A dash A dash given B dash, formula will be P of A dash intersection B dash upon P of B dash. And just now we know P of A dash intersection B dash is also 1 minus P of A union B. Yes or no? And if B is given to you, B, 1 minus B is P of B dash. We have done this one very interesting questions. You can solve any type of these questions of conditional, okay? Done till here? Yes? Huh? Sure and possibility. Possible means can happen. Sure will happen. Huh? 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 Give me a question, we'll solve after class. We'll discuss that. Okay, conditional probability done. So only because you have these two formulas doesn't mean there are no other formulas. Okay, A given B or B given A, same logic you can use for rest of the combinations also. Okay, till here? Yes. Next one, tell me. Odds, very important. Very important. Odds. You should be able to convert from both the sides. Okay. Probabilities are given, you can find the odds. Odds are given, you can find the probability. Both the cases you should be able to do. Odds are either in favor or against. Yes. Odds in favor. Let us take an example. 2:5. How do you read this sentence? The chances of happening are 2 times compared to not happening are 5 times. Very good. Therefore, let us take it as P of A and P of A dash. One event only. This is one event only. So event A will happen. What are the chances? 2/7. It will not happen chances. What did I tell you? If it is in favor, the first number in the ratio is for happening of the event. Yes. Let me take the same numbers as odds against. Odds against. Same ratio, same numbers. How will you read now? The chances of not happening are twice and chances of happening are 5. Let me take this as another event. So P of B and P of B dash. The first number in odds against is for not happening. Yes or no? Which is actually 2/7 and happening is 5/7. Understood or no? Very simple. If you have P of B, you can find out P of B dash. If you have P of A dash, you can find out P of A. And if, pay attention now, very important. If you can find out A and A dash or B and B dash, you should be able to frame again the odds, ratio of the odds. That means if you're given the chances of happening are 2/7. Is it okay? Pay attention. Chances of happening are 2/7. So immediately you know chances of not happening 5/7. From here, looking only over here, can you give me odds in favor? Ratio? No. 2:5. Are you following or no? And odds against 5:2. Are you following or no? The first number in favor is happening. The first number in against is not happening. This is how you can remember. Understood, everyone? When 2 dice are rolled, sample set is what? How many events? Sample space? 36 event. 1 1 1 2 1 3 and so on. So last one is 6 6 if you remember. Then various questions can be asked. Okay? Fine. Then which one? Expected value? What is the meaning of this? Give me quickly. P of A dash intersection B. A will not happen, but B should happen. Okay? A should happen, but B should not happen. Both should not happen. Both should happen. Very good. Done till here? Okay. The next concept we come is expected value, or we also call it as mathematical expectation. Yes or no? Okay, that means in this now, henceforth, over here, your answers may not be between 0 and 1 because you are not asked probability. You are asked average value. Are you following or no? Average value of a variable. Are you following till here? Yes? Okay, we call it as what? E of x. Expected value of x, average value of x. Simple. So for that, you should have two things. Possible values of x. Possible values of x. And for every possible value of x, its corresponding probability. Yes or no? Let us say a coin is tossed one time and let x equals to number of heads. Are you following? What is the trial? Coin is tossed one time. Number of heads can be either 0 heads or 1 head. That is it. What is the chance of having 0 head? That means tail appears. Yes or no? 1 by total events 2. Or chance of having 1 head is also 1 by 2. Total obviously is 1. So possible values of x are what in this case? 0 and 1. And its corresponding probabilities are also available. Same thing you can continue with 2 coins, 3 coins and whatever number of coins. Understood here? So you will be given values of x and probabilities of x. You have to multiply them correspondingly. So you will multiply what? 0 with 1 by 2 and 1 by 1 by 2. Actually in this answer total is what? 1 by 2? 0.5. So on an average 0.5 heads you can get. That is the answer you can say. Are you following or no? Yes? We have done for 2 coins, 3 coins also? Check. We have done for 2 coins as well as 3 coins also. So what is my formula over here? Summation xi pi. What is xi? Those corresponding values of x variable multiplied with its corresponding probabilities. That's it. That is your value of x, expected value of x. So we'll make a column of x, another column of p of x and multiply x into p of x. The summation is your e of x, expected value. Are you following it till here? If the variable is in rupees, main answer is rupees. Variable is in kgs, main answer also kgs and so and so. We are right now. This is not only probability, okay? This is on an average value. Understood here? Okay. Similarly, tell me for x square can we find? E of x square. Squares. Expected value of squares. Summation xi square into pi. So here which all columns will prepare? X may be given to you. X square and p of x. So multiply x square with p of x. Understood? That summation we are talking about. Summation xi square pi. Understood or no? Why it is important? Because we can find out variance. Check. Formula of variance of x. E of x square. minus E of x the whole square. Be very careful. This is variance. This is what? Variance. If standard deviation is asked, sigma x is asked, then whatever is this value, correct? We'll take under root of that. If asked is what? Standard deviation. Yes or no? So sigma x is E of x square minus E of x the whole square, uska under root. Yes or no, everyone? Then what are the properties of expected value? Quickly tell me. E of x is also known as x bar, or mu is also average or mean. Then E of k, constant, is also a constant. Yes. Then what else? E of x minus x bar is always equals to 0. Then E of x plus y is there, and E of also x minus y is also E of x plus y and E of y. E of x plus E of y, and over here E of x minus E of y. Yes or no? Okay. And one more important. E of x into y is E of x into, provided x and y are independent. Okay. Theory questions mainly are asked on this also. They have to be independent to use this property. Okay, till here. What else? E of k into x, that also. Constant into x is also constant into E of x. That is fine till here. Yes. What is probability distribution table? Probability distribution. You just make a table of x and p of x, and obviously by default total always here is 1. Okay, that total probability 1 is divided into various values of x. That table is known as probability distributed. No? So probability distribution table. Yes or no? Everyone? And see, the entire chapter of probability, there can be many various questions which can be asked. Every question can be quite different. Just try to convert the question in a particular theory or in a manner of union or set, and then use your formulas of union, intersection and all of that. Okay? Done till here, everyone? Any concept is remaining in probability now? No. Fine. That is it in probability. So revise your concepts, revise sets also properly. Okay? And theory questions are also important. Have you taken one question of if and then? You need not solve, just give me answers. If A union B is 1, what will you say? A and B are exhaustive events. If P of A intersection B equals to 0, what will you say? A and B are exclusive events. If P of A equals to P of B, what will you say? A and B are equally likely events. Very good. If P of A dash intersection B dash is 0, then what will you say? They are mutually exhaustive events. Why? Because 1 minus A dash intersection B dash is what? A union B. Remember or no? 1 minus P of A dash intersection B dash is what? P of A union B. If 1 minus 0 now, A dash intersection B dash is what? 0. That means therefore P of A union B is how much? 1. And if A union B is 1, A and B are exhaustive events. Remember? Fine till here? One more interesting. P of A given B equals to P of A. Okay. Now what is the formula of A given B? P of A intersection B upon P of B. If A and B are independent events, A intersection B becomes what? What remains? Just P of A. So when this is possible, only when A and B are, write down this. A and B are independent events. Okay, that is if and then case. If A given B is A, it means what? A and B were independent. Right? And last one. If P of A union B equals to P of A plus P of B, that's it, then what will you say? Then A and B are mutually exclusive because there is nothing common to reduce. That's why. Okay? Done? That was a chapter of probability.